Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And today I'm going to send you off into the weekend so right. It's so good, it's wrong. Gavin Newsom got kicked in the hair gel by all the other leftist liberal states who he asked to do his gun control amendment, and they all said, yeah, nah, boo, we're good. Guys, this is the way we start weekends. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to show you this. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on because I think you are going to love this. Let's get it. Check this out. Again, everything is linked. Coming out of California. Newsom's gun control constitutional amendment gets nowhere to the surprise of no one. Now, this is obviously an anti-Gavin 28th Amendment article, but it's still funny what we're about to cover. Again, it's linked like always. But let me hear you guys on this one, because remember the 28th Amendment? The big, sweeping, bold changes that Gavin Newsom put forward in order to say, like, look, maybe I can replace Biden. Remember that one? Yeah. We said right here, like multiple times, that it wasn't going anywhere. Well, it turns out the blue states are jumping right in line with that. Even the places like Oregon and Washington are like, yeah, that's a bit of a reach. This is so good, guys. Check this out. Governor Gavin Newsom made headlines last summer for proposing a 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution, enshrining a handful of gun control measures into the supreme law of the land. We covered it. You guys know all about it. There was some ginned-up fanfare with State Senator Aisha Wahab praising Newsom as a man of action in the press release announcing the amendment. It was all a bit much for what everyone understood at the time to be Newsom's latest attempt to be positioning himself for the White House, which we're going to see in our lifetimes, by the way. That's not going away. But this was so transparent and so pathetic, even gun controllers weren't getting on board with this one. In fact, this may be a black eye on his political campaign and his political aspirations nationally for a minute. Let's continue going, though, because this is delicious what the Democratic Party in California did. We covered all this when it happened, by the way. Alas, the California legislature, dominated by the Democratic Party, approved a resolution calling for a constitutional convention on gun safety. 33 states must make similar calls for such a convention to happen, but even there's an asterisk. More on that later. Almost a year later, reports Bay Area news group John Woolfolk, no other blue state has taken up Newsom on his proposal. As Woolfolk notes, there are 18 other states with state legislatures controlled by the Democrats, but none have shown signs of following suit. So here's the first thing I want to bring up to your attention, other than the egg on his face and the incredible embarrassment of hair gel melting Gavin Newsom. If you can't get one of 18 other states dominated by Democratic legislatures to sign on to your gun control amendment, which is the punching bag of a lot of gun controllers and Democrats, the whole gun rights versus gun control thing, gun safety, everyone looks at it as low-hanging fruit on the Democratic Party side because it's something easy to punch. He can't even get them to do a constitutional convention amendment or action just like they did in California. That's how serious this is and how bad this is. Let's continue because, like I said, it's so delicious. Listen to this. Then there's the problem with the fact that the California legislature called for a constitutional convention limited to matters of gun safety, which was a bigger joke than prior because they were like, hey, we're going to do a constitutional convention, but we're only going to do it for gun safety because they knew that if the other states got involved, there's more states that aren't down with like their abortion desires, their immigration desires, all of those things, and they would be overridden, like term limits, things like that. So they go, but only for gun control. Yeah. Then constitutional scholars say it's unclear if that's even possible. And if a constitutional convention did indeed get assembled, states could use the circumstance to propose whatever they want. Every single thing that the right-leaning states would want to have implemented would be implemented because there are more red states than there are blue states, and they all have an equal say. This is why I say we are more powerful than they think we are. We are more powerful than they want to tell us that we are. Because there are more states that represent more people in the United States that are red, that are conservative, that are for gun rights than there are for blue, that are for against gun rights. They just are the loudest minority. Let's continue though. Oregon Senator Floyd Prozansky told Woolfolk that's among the reasons his state doesn't seem likely to go down the path pitched by Newsom. The last thing I'd want to open up something where we can't put the lid back on the can, he said. Translation. If we did that and followed down the primrose path of the Pied Piper, the hair-gelled monster himself, just for gun control, we would not only lose gun control, we would also lose everything else on the Democratic platform because it's that unpopular. I always say on this channel that the Democrats will always tell you what they're afraid of. They will also ultimately lose in the end because they will go too far. This is a really good example of him going too far and losing all credibility because now he didn't get a single state in line with that. So his little holy quest for gun control, California style, broad America, ain't gonna happen, boo. Because not a single state signed up for it, adding egg to his face and more arguments to our side to bolster the Second Amendment to the next generation. And I'll leave you with this to start this incredible weekend. Check this out. And so that's where Newsom's much-touted constitutional amendment and foray into national politics and national influence peddling stands. Nowhere. The fight that we're in, guys, is a fight. It's just bare knuckles for our gun rights, for our other rights that we're going to pass in the next generation, but we're going to do it. It's going to be scrappy. It's going to be annoying. You're probably going to get irritated, but we're going to persevere because egotists like this are always going to step on their own feet or rakes or whatever. Insert analogy here. We're going to win. That's all I need to know. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.